Wha Gwann, everybody. Today, I'll just leave it to him.
We're gonna have curry tripe and beans today, ackee and saltfish, brown stew fish, fried chicken, steamed fish, okra and crackers, we have few pork, few turkey, and we have curry chicken and we have brown stew chicken, and rice and peas, we have cooked food, we have yam, we have dumpling, we have banana, we have pumpkin, we have sweet potato, we have fried dumpling, and we have boiled dumpling, and we have pumpkin soup, chicken neck and foot.
It's just an epic fire going on out here, and the amount of stuff that I'm going to be cooking on the menu, I can't fathom it, the proportions of the amount of cooking that's going on that wood fire. And that's something that happens every day except Sunday here at Arawak.
Lagwood.
Yeah, man.
Lagwood and pimento.
A lagwood and pimento?
Yeah, lagwood and pimento. Yeah.
So you use lagwood and pimento for...
And pimento.
That's a whole heap of flavor in our food, man.
Yeah.
Where you find so much lagwood and pimento every day?
In the bush. Have to go to the bush. Find it. Yeah. In the fire.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Flavor.
Proper flavor with the lagwood and pimento as well. Lagwood keep the heat and the pimento keep the flavor.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, man, your pocket well neat.
Well neat. Yeah.
So the fire lasts and it stay compact.
Yeah, stay compact. Yeah. Buy these bone out now, the pot them ready.
Pot them ready.
Ready.
That's I think with wood fire, cook the pot them quick too.
Yeah, quick.
Keep the flavor and the nutrients in the food.
Yeah.
You can see the distinct redness of the burn of the lagwood.
Yeah.
The lagwood has that red
Red.
darkness, and that's why it's called bloodwood as well.
You put it on top.
This is what you put on top to catch it.
To catch it.
So you just break up smaller pieces.
Yeah.
So you just pack up or coconut.
Coconut shell.
Coconut you use. And as always, we in Jamaica use piece of plastic to ignite it.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't recycle much, but we burn it in, use it as an accelerant for the fire, the chemicals in the plastic. So it's just a metal frame with the wood underneath, the pots go on top. And then once that wood is lit, that becomes the entire stove. So coming from the road, you'll see the fire burning right outside. This is what you actually call a real Jamaican drive-up window. Chef, I come up with the pot them now and him put the pot them. This is what it's clear. Ashes. Oh, is the ashes you just rub on it so it don't get the blackness like that. So that one is. This one will not get that dark because of the ashes on it. So you're just rubbing it on it now.
Yeah. So you know?
This is what lights it now.
Yeah. I'm gonna light it.
It's more plastic and light it.
Right.
Now the news. Children's advocate Diane Gordon Harrison is urging the
You just drop the fires in there.
Yeah.
That's onto the paper.
Yeah.
Which is onto the cut up.
Yeah. Lagwood.
Onto the paper, onto the plastic that's stuck.
Yeah.
And then onto the lagwood and the coconut husk.
Yeah.
How quickly that rise up, man.
Yeah.
And then just feed it with a little bit of that for catch too.
Yeah.
That's the lagwood again. Chunks of lagwood going into it. Catch up very quick.
Very quick.
Today, chef, I'm going to explain what is on the menu because there's a host and a bag of things going on this traditional lagwood and pimento wood fire. So I'll leave the explaining to chef of what's on the menu, but it's just an epic fire going on out here and they're just getting it lit. the amount of stuff that I'm going to be cooking on the menu that's just, I can't fathom it, the proportions of the amount of cooking that's going on that wood fire. And that's something that happens every day except Sunday here at Arawak. So let's go check it out and see what Gwann with all of that cooking that we have to go check out. Chef, what you set up on the menu today now?
Yeah, on a whole heap of thing, man. I know Arawak. Waking this thing for the flag. Hanover to Mobile. Let me say, Arawak.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to have curry tripe and bean today. Ackee and saltfish. Brown stew fish, fried chicken, steamed fish, okra and crackers. We have stew pork, stew turkey. And we have curry chicken, and we have brown stew chicken, and rice and beans. We have cooked food. We have yam, we have dumpling, we have banana, we have pumpkin, we have sweet potato, we have fried dumpling, and we have boiled dumpling, and we have pumpkin soup, chicken neck and food. Everything well at today.
You don't want nothing after that, man. I want a whole menu that, and I like go cook on this fire right now. By 6:30 a.m. here on the roadside, heading towards Sablamar or Ferris Crossing. It'll be on the right side. Heading towards Montego Bay, it'll be on your left side coming on. Just look for that smoke coming out of this small kitchen and that logwood or pimento wood burning and that fragrance just igniting your nostrils and inviting you in to come and have some delectable traditional Jamaican cooking on a wood fire. The good old pork, the Trenton. So you season this from before and have it as soak. Look at that, the noise, the smell, the aroma, the chicken around the back. And the smoke seasoning the pot as well as all in it. That's your turkey neck. One of my favorite, you know, they used to serve this at my high school down here in Jamaica, and it was one of the cheaper meats that we could afford when going to school. I couldn't get a fried chicken to drop a turkey neck, and that influenced my love of turkey neck. We now call it ghetto oxtail because oxtail get out of hand in Jamaica and the price gone through the roof.
Ghetto oxtail, you know?
Yeah, man. What a lineup. What a view. So the brown stew chicken now. Good old brown stew as chef, so.
Up top.
So the foods are seasoned in the back. What that means is that pretty much the night before or the day before, the foods for today would be seasoned yesterday. So you know that seasoning should be soaked right into all of that. As I always tell you, the corners and the crevice right down to the bone, so you can actually just chew on the bone after that. And all of that flavor would be soaked right into all of the meats and the different varieties that he has cooking. Even while the pots are cooking, still just packing a fire. I'm making sure there's ample supply of wood and ample supply of heat going under those pots. Curry chicken. Yeah man, colors. Yellow yam, good old yellow yam. Green banana.
Yeah.
And like a pumpkin prep of course. They prep everything from the night before, you can't tell. No, kingfish.
Fry them, huh?
They are fry them up.
One more chef.
Oh, one more just big, son.
Six.
I mean, I said, almost 20 pots. Warm water.
Yeah.
So that, yeah, we don't disturb the pot.
Yeah. Check them in time. Give them a story.
So you know exactly how long you have within your head before it's time to stir it. And it's quicker than if you cook on a gas stove.
Yeah, man. Well fast, man.
Eh?
Well fast. You go quick.
Hear the tree knock. Any good chef?
Turkey.
As it's hot water that they're putting on it so that it doesn't change the temperature of the meat or bring down the pot heat so that it's a consistent heat throughout. Oh, not right there. It's at the national.
Yeah. You want the hot water.
Boil it out.
Yeah. Put the pumpkin in there already, right? No. Yeah, me have them in there.
So it's a flour time now.
Yeah, good old
Roll up some good, a cornmeal flour too.
Yeah. Good old lily I need.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And more pumpkin in the soup over there, so just action all about, man.
Yeah, man. Just check it out. Yeah. Fresh from Bronx.
So a cornmeal flour.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only right that you do cornmeal when you have them type of cooking and go on with natural fire, logwood. What you have in that bag there was, Steve?
Saltfish.
So saltfish, you blows, so soup for day, the saltfish. So you basically boil out the saltfish in there but in a bag so in a salty water. And then add it after. New style, so in that bag right there, it's the saltfish that's been placed on top of the ackee. And it's almost like a sous vide, I mean, don't kill me in the comments. In Jamaica and the hard man will love original type of cooking, so. Constantly checking each pot, making sure there's enough water in there, using the warm water to rehydrate the pot, make sure that it don't burn down. That wood fire carries immense heat. I mean, I'm standing right next to it and the heat is really intense. So the pots on it have to be monitored carefully. See how high it can get up. Check on the Trenton, check on the turkey neck, check on everything. Or the fire not too red under them. Yeah, man.
On time.
Banana and pumpkin ready. Yeah. It's not even been like 15 minutes. And then fully active. So I move on one side. Food is ready already and just move one side. I mean it hasn't been 15 minutes for me. Banana and pumpkin when you in there. You know, mashed banana and mashed pumpkin.
And you know we Jamaican go about it. Make sure everything clean, you know?
Yeah, man, everything have to clean, everything. The seat from I get everything clean, spick and span. Not double dip. Everything have its own order. It's a constant music symphony going on in there. You have the wood that's cracking, you have the pot covers that are clamming, you have the frying that's going on and that sizzling going on in the pot with the fish and different things bubbling up. Turkey neck, the chicken, everything in there just have a serious meds about it where you just want, so inviting, so lovely to hear the natural wood fire cracking and the smell coming off of it. Once you open those pots, I wish you were here. I mean, it's hard to explain the nose bomb that was just had with the different fragrances and seasonings and fresh seasonings as well. You could smell some of the scotch bonnet, some of the onion, a little scallion in there. I saw some thyme and I had a hint of it as well, but if you smell what is coming out of that kitchen and then fuse it, that logwood and that pimento flavor that is coming off and seasoning into that pot with all of that seasoning. This is a farm area. A lot of people around here have their farms and do their own farming, and you can tell that a lot of the produce that is being used is fresh produce. It's not produce that has sat in a freezer or sat in a fridge. It's produce that has pretty much been farmed to table, and the whole natural vibe of cooking it brings out that flavor. And these are, see, I'm out of water. These are the places that you look for in Jamaica where you get that authentic Jamaican cooking, authentic Jamaican flavors, and just lovely, good vibes, good atmosphere with good fun-loving Jamaican people who have a love for food. Block off the breeze now because it will affect the chef and the fire itself. Yeah. I say a landing soon, chef. Spice up the pot a little more. So added a little water. And he just put a piece of butter in that curry as well and a little spice, little complete seasoning. Alright now, so this is a natural seasoning that you're adding to the pot to just add that extra bit of flavor one last time. Fresh ingredients coming back around to you. Look at the colors, I mean the fragrance, the smell. All good chef them taste and pot. Yeah man. That scotch bonnet pepper, and here we go with the immense aroma of the seasoning coming up again. Little scotch bonnet pepper, little onion, scallion and thyme. There's not a lot of complexity to Jamaican food. It's just sweet. The seasonings are fresh. The ingredients are pure. And of course the scotch bonnet makes the flavor just so much more intense. Just I check the saltfish as well. I mean everything just cooks so quick. It's a hefty bag of saltfish. I I got here at 6:30. That's when the fire was lighting, the fire was being packed. And it is now 8 o'clock and everything is pretty much done. That's how quick the fire works and the fire gets the food ready. It's not a lot of waiting and doing along. It's straight to business. Everything gets seasoned, everything thrown in the pot. And then when you come back now, within a small amount of time, checking the pot, adding back water, seasoning, all of that to the pot. It's ready within short order. And it's basically time he's taking some and putting it to the side. There were, I believe, between 17 and 19 pots at one time on the stove when we counted. Now it's just a banana, a little, not just banana, now it's just a dumpling and a little more that's coming off. So let's see what I want.
Brown stew fish.
Oh, brown stew fish?
Yeah, man.
Oh, so that's what they have, okra and coconut milk and everything. Wow, the smell of that. And that fried kingfish going straight into that. Wow, that's just a bath of flavor, okra. You can smell the coconut milk rising up. And there's some sort of acid in there. What's in there that smell? A ketchup. Yeah, the acidity of the ketchup giving off that smell. Yeah, man. Just let that fish that's been fried and probably fried a little dry soak up all of that juice and that flavor, rehydrate, and then all of that niceness gets into there.
Golden color, fried yeah, soup, color rich.
Yeah, man. The pumpkin has come out in the soup. The color is just amazing. And why not that again? Chicken and foot. Chicken neck and foot. So steppers and the neck. These are the tripe now.
Yeah.
And add some more. So this step on the last lap as well then once you start adding the seasoning in.
Baby do.
And coconut milk going in there. What that now, chef? Oh, so you just add this now to the soup. Man, food is just amazing. Has me crying. Such a joy. No, on a serious note, the smoke is so intense now, and it started to lift up that. You know those pots are getting seasoned with the smoke that's going in there and the added flavors that are going in, the extra scotch bonnet, the scallion, the onion, the thyme, all of that going into the pot now. Just, wow, look at that, parrots just flying by. Where's he going to get? Right in the middle of the shot, some parrot just fly by. I mean, this is paradise. Come home, come enjoy yourself. If you're not coming home, come visit. Let's hang out, let's eat some food. And it's nothing like good traditional Jamaican food over logwood, pimento wood fire. Can't beat that, can't find that anywhere. This is what Jamaica is about, one more fly across. Natural mystic, I tell you. One thing I must say, chef is constantly washing him, hand washing something, just a clean environment. Ginger and everything in there, even some tomato and stuff in this one. Yeah, you can smell all of that just gone in the ginger, especially into the brown stew. Coconut milk again. So the stew adds that coconut milk flavor that him just add it in. And the final lap, make sure that pot gets a nice season. And a little ketchup, just a hint of ketchup, add a little flavor, add a little acidity to it as well. Yeah, man, mix up everything now so every part of the pot get a touch of what you just put in there. All of that seasoning goes down into it to flavor the meat. Some of that coconut milk gets a touch of every part of chicken that's in there. And the ketchup helps to heighten the sauce. Adjust and add. Yeah, man.
Yeah, right.
Look all purpose and then final lap. So the ackee and saltfish pot, you might get ready now. Add a little oil. Get the tripe. Yeah, man. Look at that. It's like a hurricane of flavor, a tornado of flavor coming out of that pot. So while I was checking the menu out, the beans were added. That's the broad bean that's added. I'm going to have to try some of that tripe and bean, and I don't think we ever did tripe and bean on the channel. I mean, I feel like, boy, I don't know. Belly, I forgot bust tonight. That people stopping, just getting their food, delivery men, the heartbeat of Jamaica, the people that do the transportation sector that provide such a vital service to us. Commodities, goods, foods, you name it. So by adding the seasoning to the pot, really it's not just to saute the seasoning out, but it's to add flavor to the oil. So once that adds the flavor to the oil, then you can add your ackee and add your other stuff into it. Saltfish just gone in. If you blink, you miss it. I mean, everything has to be done so quick because of the wood fire. But once that saltfish, you see, soaking up that flavor of the seasonings and the smell, I mean, the mixture of the seasoning, the tripe just gone off while I'm cooking the saltfish. Everything is just movement and flavor. It's just because it's a wood fire and it's on the street side, don't mean it's any less busy than a commercial kitchen at any restaurant or high-end restaurant that you'd see. I mean, two men running the ship, but the ship is being run at a beautiful pace, and it's just a lovely dance and symphony scene happening in here. Like a black pepper. I mean, I really wish you guys could smell the flavors and the aroma that's coming out of here. It's really a flavor bomb that's happening in this kitchen. And as he said, that's 2 pounds of saltfish that's in there. 2 pounds of saltfish. And here comes the national. Yeah, man, that is not butter ackee. You can see how the ackee looks nice and firm after that boiling process. The colors are simply on fire. Another pot just going on with water for pasta. It's probably going to be a side dish of pasta. I don't think we're getting any pasta with marinara or Alfredo, but who knows? You don't really stir the ackee too much because you don't want to break it up, so you have to be very gentle with it and move, keep it on from the bottom. Make sure all of those flavors that were underneath come up into it now and add that mixture of ackee with saltfish in there. Woo! Yes, Jaja. Right where you want it.
Right there.
So that's why they say chef can't eat when they cook. If your belly must full now, you know. Turkey neck still cooking on because you want it to be properly tender before serving it. I mean, it could be served now, but you don't want a tough turkey neck. You want it where it basically fall off of the bone right when you get it. Yeah, man. And that's some more yam I add going into the soup pot now. Well, yam being added to the soup pot. So everything is a process. Everything takes its own time. There's nothing being rushed. about to taste some of that food that was cooked on that wood fire, and I tell you, I mean, there's nothing, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I have to drive the point home that there's nothing like cooking on a natural wood fire. That log wood, the pimento wood. I mean, I know a man are going to think of smoke, and it's not the Jamaican smoke some of you think about, but I tell you, there's always good smoke in Jamaica, no matter the type that you're looking for. And I was lucky enough to get a sample platter with everything. We have like a tripe and bean, we have like a turkey neck, we have some of the pork, we have piece of the chicken that is stewed on, and we have some of the curry chicken, plus piece of the brown stew fish with banana, dumpling that's fried, cornmeal dumpling that's boiled, sweet potato, yam, and of course some pumpkin. Can't wait to dive into this. I don't even know where to start. I mean, let's start with the pork. In Jamaica, you know how it go. One little piece of pork, it not hurt nobody, but all the chicken will come. Yeah, man. Juicy, tender, and very delectable. Very, very good flavor. Oh, I even have some ackee in there as well. Didn't even really see the ackee with the saltfish that's around there. The flavors in that pork really pronounced, really enhanced. You're not getting that ketchup or anything, just a little bit of acidic that's been seasoned in there. And of course, a little hint of scotch bonnet pepper. And working itself right through is the organic seasonings of the scallion, the thyme, the onions that went in there. And I went and try that. And a piece of the banana as well. The banana just breaks apart beautifully. And add piece of pork skin onto that. You know me when it comes to the pork skin, the Trenton and all of that. Well worth the wait. The beauty is in the mixture, mixing some of that natural food, that ground provision, with some of that meat that has been cooked over that fire. And once you put it on that wood fire and it takes that slow time of cooking, it's a more nutritious meal than you would have if you were cooking on a gas stove or you were cooking with electrical conduction. Means the longer the cooking process is, the more nutrients that leave the food. So the faster your food cooks and the faster that heat goes into it, it's a less nutrients that's in the food that leaves the food, leaving your food more healthy, more flavorful. That curry, wow. If the chicken tastes, I can imagine how the goat would have taste. It's curry flavor. That's some good curry. That's some really good curry. That curry flavor has just been oh my gosh, I have to show you this. I have to stop this and show you this curry. I mean, if you look at it right down to the meat, it's been seasoned properly, it's soaked right down into it. So all of that flavor, and if this is the flavor that they're putting into chicken, can you imagine if them kill a goat? I mean, I try not to do a Mark face or Mark Winn's face or anything, but the flavors, they're just so scrumptious, so yummy. And I'm going through everything one by one before we get into that big mix of getting down into the ground provisions. Tripe and bean. Now, it's something that is loved throughout Jamaica. It's cooked down with broad bean. This one is a curry base. Yeah man, that's a tripe and bean that's been soaked in the curry sauce. We've done this on Best Ever Food Review Show with Sonny, but we never did it before. And that curry flavor, if that's anything like what is in the chicken, it's going to be a pronounced flavor that totally exhumes the flavors of masala and the different ingredients that make up the curry, the turmeric that gives it that bright yellow, and of course some scotch bonnet pepper on that. This is part of our culture as well. We grew up in Jamaica eating a lot of fourth cut meat or fifth cut or whatever you want to call it, but parts of meat that weren't commonly used. Even in plantation times, it was the leftovers that were used to cook down, and the African tradition was to stew them down and cook them down. This also influenced from our indentured laborers of the Indian culture, that we have the huge Indian culture in Jamaica with the tripe that was cooked down, and we've turned this now into something that's spectacular, flavorful, and really pronounced. Tripe. That's a good, and it tastes like almost a manish water type of vibe. That tastes like a rammy tripe. It's very chewy and a lot like manish water. The flavor of goat is in there. You get a piece of the rag as well. It's one of my favorite pieces of meats in manish water. Probably favorite piece of meats in general. The rag itself. Why they call it a rag? Let me see if I can show you exactly why it's called a rag. That texture looks like a rag when it's not cooked with curry. So that's why we call it a rag, because when it's not cooked with the curry, it really looks like a rag when you just have it and it's white and doesn't have any sauce, any seasoning on it. A little more firm than the rounder part of the tripe. The rounder part of the tripe is a little more tender, a little more soft. People say, "You going to eat all of this up?" Yes. Do I eat all of the food when I'm filming? Yes. This piece of the fish, fried trout, that's been cooked down in that, basically bathed in flavor into that sauce that was there before. You know why that just hit me? There's a little burn part on it. And you know how I love when it has that little burnt or charred part that just pops with a little flavor. That part mixed with the sauce. The sauce is woo! The sauce is really stupendously good. I mean, you see, all of this now is what makes it so good when you have all of this food with these meats that have the sauce on it, and you just mix it up and create a flavor bath of total different. Wow. Why pepper been taking so long to hit me? And I've been getting the pepper hit right off the back, but a smooth flavor of Scotch bonnet pepper just come right on the tongue, right to the back of the tongue, even to the front. So it's very, very light and very mellow. Just a nice touch of heat right after that. Wow, that was pretty good. Unexpected. You know when you get something unexpected and it just hit you. And of course the national dish, the ackee and the saltfish, you can't go wrong with that. Putting that oil together and the seasoning of the oil with the thyme, the scallion, the onions, the pepper, you know, our Jamaican seasoning, and putting that together, making that cook down with the saltfish. No need to add the salt, you see, just add the black pepper to it. The saltfish salts the pot by itself, and then when you do that and mix it up now, it's just flavor and flavor and flavor and flavor. That's boom and bam. It's not just the kitchen. The food alone will make you sweat, and as I said, good food make you sweat. That dumpling, soak up some of that flavor. Going into some of that turkey neck. This is something that I grew up on, went to school here in Jamaica. I went to high school and I don't remember the price. It was $30 or $50 for a turkey neck box food, and I think fried chicken had like 60, then it moved to 80. But this Cornwall College, big up. Wanna give me some of the best turkey neck I ever eaten in my life. I don't know what it is about it. The neck tends to hold the flavor. Turkey is a meat that can be dry and can be known as flavorless. But when we cook it, as with anything we do in Jamaica, we add our spice, we add our sauce, we add our little infusion of mixtures and goodness to it. When you can mix it up with a piece of pumpkin. Pumpkin, the creamy like our. There's a constant slow heat that comes off of most of the meat. The flavor is immense. The flavor is just ridiculously out of this world. Everything is seasoned well, cooked perfectly. Once that smoke goes in and flavors the pot with the logwood and with the pimento wood and all of that flavors start to come out of it, you're left with the flavor of the chicken, the flavor of the pork, flavor of the tripe, flavor of turkey neck, and the fish itself. The fish a little different because it was fried first. The sauce that the fish came in is what now embodies it, now coats it, and now brings out the flavor of it, and a little bit of the okra that was in there as well. Same thing with the ackee, but everything just has that heightened sense of taste and flavor. The aromas are ridiculous, but the flavors are really, really pronounced. Guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you to everybody at Arawak Restaurant and to the staff. They were so warming, so welcoming, and to everybody that's been watching, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for our next episodes. We just started up a Patreon, so if you want to have exclusive access where we're going to have Q&As, all sorts of different things, sign up for the Patreon. The Patreon will be, I'll leave a link below. It's going to be Jamaica Food Boss Patreon, and look out for that. More things to come, more videos to be made, more Jamaica to explore. Big up.